So fine, now this recording maybe I can share later on. So see everyone, these are the things which we started with. Yes, I was talking about box plot. I have told you it's very important. Box plot, at least for time being, everyone remember that box plot is also called as box and whisker plot. Okay, this is also another name. Now the first plot we just use plot command. So all these things even we have discussed. One thing you remember, this is how we install the packages. The name of the package you need to write down in double quotes here, and install.package is the command name. Fine. Then you can see we have already dealt with some data NYC flights 2013, and we have seen different visualizations or the plots related to. So Tejas, just mute. If you have any question, just let me know. Tejas Bose, I think you are unmuted, or I will mute you. If any question in between, everyone, just let me know in the chat box. Or then, like, if you want to unmute, then only you can unmute. So we have seen plot, we have seen AB line 0, 1, 0, 0. You already seen something like this. If you want to draw a line, this line is called as line of best fit. It is used basically in linear regression, right? In linear regression, we use it. This particular line always passes through dense area. That means where there are a lot of data points, right? Through that, this particular line is going to pass. It is used for prediction, right? Line of best fit is used for what? Prediction. And AB line is the command which we use to draw line of the horizontal line. Right. So then we have seen how to change the plotting characters, something like PCH, everyone we use for plotting character here. This particular thing also we discussed. So you already have the data. That data only we are used for visualization view. And then yes, we have seen how to plot the visualization or the scatter plot of two different things. Let's say carrier UA and carrier AA, United Airways and American Airways. So for that, just to distinguish between them, we have used different plotting characters. So by default, plotting character is like this circle even, that is one. And otherwise, if I do plotting character equal to 3, it was what? Plus sign. And then you can give the colors as well. This also we have seen. So it is just going and changing the parameters. And then here in this case, as you can see, we cannot compare those two things because here the scale is from 0 to 500 and here the scale is from 0 to 1000. In case of UA, if you check it out carefully on the y-axis, everyone, the scale is from 0 to 500. And in case of AA, the scale is from 0 to 1000. So obviously, we are not in a position to compare them. So just to compare them, they should be on the same scale, right? And that is why we have used something like this, X limit. Okay, we have used this one here. So you can see now 1000, 1000, and yes, here we can compare. And I told you already, plotting something, getting the output of something in case of R is very easy because almost all the times you will see functions only. Install the functions, library it, attach it, and then you can go and you can use the functions to get the output. So here now you can see that as the graph or the scatter plot between arrival delay and departure delay of UA and AA is there in front of you. Now what you can do is you can compare them. One can easily see that the arrival and departure delay, both in case of American Airlines, is on the higher lines as compared to United Airways. You can see it very easily. And obviously, so you can say highest arrival delay is in terms of American Airlines as compared to, like, you can just compare this one now because they're on the same scale. A lot of other points also definitely one can understand. So there are very few flights whose arrival delay is more than 500, right? Or there are no, like, almost I think only one or just countable number of flights you can see, very minimum number of flights you can see everyone, which are having arrival delay more than 500. There is no flight in case of United Airways which is having arrival delay maybe greater than 800, but there are certain flights which are having arrival delay more than 800 in case of American Airlines, and so on. And even we have also seen something called as partition, how to partition your plot window, how to partition it into one row and two columns, right? So how to partition that into one row and two column area, that also we have seen. So we use partition window and then we use plot. This is how we can make use of, right? So this particular graph, you are able to see it into one row and two columns. All these things everyone we have discussed. How to partition it, that's how we are able to see this into one row and two columns. We are able to see two graphs at a time. And if you want to come to the original one, you can just go and just make partition window as one, something like this. So this is what we'll continue everyone. We want to see something like text, how to put certain text on the graph. We will try to see that. So let's continue with that one. First thing first everyone, as I have already installed NYC Flights 13 package in my case, so there is no need to install it once again. I have told you already, installation should be done only one time. So what I can do everyone is I can do library, and you follow me everyone whatever I am doing. And here I can do NYC Flights 13. So library NYC Flights 13, control enter. So can you see here, I am able to import that particular library. Now if you remember, if you want your machine to understand the tables or the data sets directly, so see, if I want to get the data from this particular thing, NYC Flights : 13, so the data about airlines, airports, flights, planes, weather, and so on. So if you want to get about, let's say the data which we are using everyone, it was about airlines. So if I do it like this, you can see that I am having the data about all the airlines here, right? But if I simply type airlines and then run, same output I am getting again because I have already done library. Okay, now one more point is you need to do attach, because let's suppose if I do something like flights, FLIGHTS, if I try to run it, so you can see that I'm getting the data about the flights, like year, month, day, departure time, scheduled departure time, delay, arrival time, and so on. Arrival time, arrival time and delay time, arrival delay and departure delay, all those things I am getting everyone. But let's suppose I want to use this particular column name directly. Let's say departure underscore delay. I'll not be able to use this particular column directly. Departure underscore delay. You can see that everyone. I'm trying to write it down, but fine, I'm getting an error. So if you people remember, in the last session, I've told you that if you want to use directly, if you want to use column names directly, and if you do not want to use something like this, the error like this, what you can do is even attach. Attach, then flights was the data, and then you can run it, and then you can try. So can you see now, departure delay column, it can understand from the column name itself. It can understand from the column name itself that, okay, this column name is basically coming from flights dataset. Okay, this we have seen already everyone. Now fine, I have already installed it. No need to install it once again because in the last session only we already installed this particular data. We already done library and attach as well. Because of attach, what will happen everyone? Now you just write on the column name, it will understand it. Right? You just write on the column name, it will understand it. Fine. Now coming to the visualization. Let us try to do all the visualizations. Right? Like similar to whatever we have seen till now. So all of you see, I am just using a plot window or plot method, and arrival delay of UA and departure delay of UA. I am comparing it. The graph which we have seen earlier, this particular command is with you already everyone. You just need to go and check it out. At your end, you just need to go and check this out here. So if I go to RStudio, if I type this, I think everyone understands this, but still someone is having any doubt or anything, please let me know. You can check it out in the chat box as well. So you can see plot arrival delay carrier equal to UA. So it is like what? Show me the arrival delay of, select arrival delay from flights where carrier equal to UA. The equivalent SQL query I can say. So we want a plot here, a visualization here. I will just write it down like this so that you will be able to see it. Okay, so the graph between arrival delay and departure delay, everyone, you should be able to see here. So yes, I think you are able to see that. You can check this. This is what we have seen initially, right? You can see this. So arrival delay, departure delay of UA only. United Airways, right? You can see arrival delay on the x-axis, departure delay on the y-axis, but only for United Airways. Now, this we have already seen, something like this going and plotting we have seen, but what we want to understand here, how to put certain character, how to put certain string on the graph, just to make it more readable and understandable for the users. So what we can do, everyone, we can make use of this function text. Now, can you see here? Understand it carefully. There will be questions based on this. So this text, x equal to 100, y equal to 400, everyone, and label is United Airways. So I want to put a label. I want to put a string. I want to put a text called as United Airways. Okay. So I want to put that particular text onto this plot, onto this visualization. But at which position, everyone? At x equal to 100 and y is equal to 400. That means in this graph, if you check, where is x equal to 100? So x equal to 100 is here. Okay, here. You can see I am hovering my mouse here. And y equal to 400 is here. So it means, everyone, somewhere here, I'll be able to see a text or the label as United Airways. You can see this one. Now I'll just go, I will just run this command, everyone. And let me see if I'm able to see the text or not. Can you see here, all of you? See, United Airways. Those who are listening me, I hope they must be able to see this particular text. Can you just reply me in the chat box at least? Either yes or no. Are you able to see this? United Airways? Or are you able to understand my point? Okay, fine. Thank you. So at least so that I can understand everyone, you are getting my point. So you can see that this United Airways is the name which we have written here. Now, 10 on the x-axis and 400 on the y-axis, that was just an example. One can put whatever the text you want, you can put it anywhere on the graph. Anywhere on the visualization, you can put it. Why do we do it, everyone? Because as a human, we also want to understand, right? Like it should be easy for us to read. That is the only purpose. And even not only this one, everyone, you can go, you can color it. You can change the orientation. You can just tilt it with 90 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, and so on. So you can tilt it. You can turn it. That's also possible. We'll try to see that, how to color it, how to change the direction and everything. You just make it, right now it is vertical, you can make it as horizontal. Right now it is horizontal, we can make it as vertical as well. And so on. We can do all those things. Fine. So I hope you are trying this out as this is available with you, right? Let's say this particular name. They are adding on at where x equal to 400 and y equal to 0. So maybe let's suppose here if I go here, if I try this, let's say I will write on India instead of this, let's say I will write in uppercase. So you can see that x equal to 400, y equal to 0. So y equal to 0 means here and x equal to 400 means x equal to 400 means here. So it means here at the top, at the bottom right, you will be getting the name India. You will be getting the label India here. Okay, so you can check this out. I will run it. So at the bottom right area, you should be getting India. So see, because x equal to 400 and y equal to 0. And one more point is, even you can understand. In earlier case, we have given x equal to 100 and y equal to 400. So y equal to 400, fine, it is y-axis, and x equal to 100. But can you see this, where this 400 is actually pointing? So it is pointing between these two words. And here in this case, everyone, can you see? India is actually coming where? At 400, but can you see this 400, wherever it is, it is shown by this particular line. So whatever the character is, that character is actually at 400, x equal to 400. So how it happens, check this out carefully, everyone. You will get my point. Okay. So those who joined just now, I hope you are also going through the file. Just check it out. This file is already shared with you. Make sure that you go and check it out properly. Next thing, now see, text we have seen. Text is going to help you to put the text on the graph or the visualization. there is something called as M text. So now see, as I've told you, we can have visualization, we can have the name, we can have the text or the label anywhere. So what is this side equal to 3? So you can understand there are different sides. Side 1, side 2, side 3, and side 4. So you can put this kind of a label. So text, I want to put it is this. On what side? On what side? I want to put it onto side 3. So any one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sides are there. So you will see this particular name, United Airways. I will just go here, Control Enter, and you should be able to see United Airways on side 3. Can you see again side 3? This one is the side 3. Yes, check it out. This one is the side 3 again. UA equal to United Airways. You can check this out. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you want to see what is 1, side 2 equal to 2. Okay, side 2 equal to 2 and adjust equal to 1 means what, everyone? It will either take on one of the corners. So see, if I run this, Control Enter, on side 2, it means on the y-axis again. This x-axis is side 1, y-axis side 2. This one is side 3 and this one is side 4. So can you see this in minutes? This in minutes is on side 2, that is y-axis. But where it is? Adjust equal to 1. So adjust equal to 1 means at one corner it will be there. Right? One can go, one can play with this. Adjust equal to 1, side equal to 2, 3, 4, 1, whatever you want. You can play with all these values. Right? So I hope you are getting this. What is the ultimate purpose of doing all these things, everyone? Just to make your visualization more readable. Now, next thing. This one we have already seen, right? AB line 0, 1 or 1 or AB line, we were giving the intercept and the slope. But here, everyone, you can directly use H and V. H means horizontal, V means vertical. You can see this. Something like this one, even I can go and I can do. Okay. See now, AB line is equal to AB line of H equal to 100 or 250. Horizontal, H means horizontal. So here, everyone, you will be getting a line. So see now, we want to highlight that dense area. So you will be getting at Y equal to 250, you will be getting horizontal line. So I think you are able to see this. Check this out. So this horizontal line, everyone. Y equal to 250. Why is it like this? Because you have written H equal to 250. As you have written H equal to 250, that is why you are getting this kind of a line. Check this. And V is equal to 250. If I add on area, V is equal to 250. I think you have got. Okay, just a minute. Okay, just a minute. I think I have closed R Studio itself. Let me start with this. So V equal to 250, everyone, if you write it down, what you will get is the vertical line. Okay. So in my case, what I will have to do is I will have to run all this once, all these things once again. NYC flights, airlines, then flights attach, departure delay, plot the window. Like in the plot window, you'll be getting a plot here. Then get a text on that. That is United Airways. This text everyone, and then get the text as India or the label as India here, and then M text you can get. And in between, if you have any doubt, you know everyone how to get the help. And this AB line 250 is what? You will be getting H equal to 250 means horizontal line you will be getting. So Y equal to 250, it will draw horizontal line. And AB line V equal to 250 means you will be getting a horizontal line. You will be getting a vertical line, which will cut x-axis. So something like this here, you will be able to see. Check this out. Look at this one. Fine. So you can see everyone horizontal line and vertical line at x equal to 250, y equal to 250, we are getting just with the help of that h and v. Right? That is one thing. Now another thing is, so you can see we have written AB line h equal to 0 and y equal to h equal to 0 and v equal to 0. So I think you can understand this. H equal to 0 means horizontally, like y equal to 0, and v equal to 0 means vertical line it will draw. So you'll be getting a box. AB line, you can always write it down. H equal to 0. And this AB line, V equal to 0. Okay, so I will run this. You'll be getting a vertical line at 0. Horizontal line at 0, you can see, which is cutting India. Check this out. And one more vertical line I will draw, which will cut x-axis. So finally, you will have something like this. You can see vertical line is there. Check this out in your case as well. You should be able to see a graph or the visualization, something like this. So it means that even you can see this area we are pointing out, right? This area where there are a lot of data points between 250, x equal to 250, y equal to 250, and x equal to 0, y equal to 0. Most of the data is there in that particular region. Right? So we are highlighting it. Later on, as I've told you, we can color it as well. Okay, something like this you have got. And now, if you see, if you want to go and if you want to normal size point and all those things, if you want to highlight and you want to give the title and all those things, even definitely you can. Okay, all these things you can give. So let's say same plot, basically, this is nothing different, everyone. Okay, this is nothing different. So if I go here, if I try to check out with this command, again, this is nothing different. Arrival delay, United Airways, departure delay, United Airways, and only the same graph, the initial graph which we wanted, right? We have plotted here. So there is nothing, no horizontal line, no vertical line, because we want to do something else now. So see now, if you want to go and if you want to change the font of these circles, you can change the font of those circles even with this particular argument. Cx is equal to 0.5. Let me show you that. So if I go in the same diagram, if I go and if I do Cx is equal to 0.4, let's suppose, right? You can go and you can check this. So how we are able to know about this one? So you can see that the circle size is very, very small. See this? See this one, the circle size is very, very small really. This marker size is very, very small. If I increase it, let's say 0.9, if I do, let me show you. So you will see certain change. The marker size is somewhat increased. Marker size is somewhat increased even. If you really want to see whether it is going to allow us to have a circle size, let's say more than 1, let me check this out. If it is going to allow, we will be able to see very big circles. So can you see again? Now we are able to see very big circles because I have given the size as 5. You can check this. That means one can increase those circle size. Right? You can see these big circles even, and here they are overlapping with each other. So each of these big circles basically showing you 1 point or 1 data point. So what I will do it as, let's say 1, I will do it as, and let's say run it. Even you can go, you can check the default value as well. Now I think it is 1 only. You can see the circle size, this marker size even. You can see it here. So Cex, if you have any difficulty, I told you already, always try to do something like this and get information about all the parameters that you can see. Plot. So plot is a command which can help you to get a lot of things. So this is environment window. So help on topic plot was found in the following packages. So you can see the default scatterplot function. If I click here, and you'll be able to see the information on the plot function. So in the plot function, you can see X, Y, X limit, Y limit. These are all the things written, X label, Y label. These are all the things which we have discussed till now. And if you check this out thoroughly, you will see almost everything, whatever we have seen till now. So if it is not possible for anyone to remember all these parameters, always go and always check the help view. Just now you CX parameter and you can see that I am able to change the size of the markers. So I'm not saying that you should be mugging it up, like don't need to mug it up, right? There are different ways with the help of which we can always get the help. Fine. Moving to the next one now. Here you can see marker size and all those things we can change. Now we can go and we can change it the colors by changing the marker size even. So something like this, UA and A, something like this, we earlier also plotted the graph or the visualization. So here we have used points. Understand that. Okay. In this case, we have used points, not plot in both the cases. So if you check these two commands even, this one, this particular thing, and this one. So as you can see, arrival delay of UA, departure delay of UA, and the title and the size of the markers and the color. Here, points is what we are using. So first of all, what I will be doing is I will be running this particular part. So I will just go here, click here, control enter, and I should be able to get a visualization of the graph. Fine, which is going to show me everything in red color. You can check this. Okay, because even this is your first plot and you can see that the marker size is very small. You can check it out, right? The size of the markers is very small here. In all these visualizations, you can see like this one visualization only for all the points. Now, in the last session, I've seen many people, they were confused. They were using plot here. No need to use plot, use points. Whenever you want to have other points, whenever you want to have other points on your same plot, same visualization, what you should do is you should use points. You should use points. So here if I run this in the green color region, you'll be able to see the information about American Airways. So you should see the visualization here. I will just try to click on zoom, and this is the visualization which you'll be able to see. The only difference between the previous thing, whatever we have seen earlier even, and this one is that here we have changed the marker size. Right, the marker size. In this case, if you go and if you try to have a marker of a bigger size, let's say something like 4, and then you run it once again, obviously you'll be getting all red markers. Circles basically you'll be getting because the size I have increased, see, something like this. Now same size circles if I want to have here with the green color, maybe. Or here we have not used circles, we have used, like we have given the size as 4, but let us see what about green markers even. So you can see the green markers like this. Now can you see? For red, it was bigger circles, but for green, it was smaller circles. And now you can identify it. You can identify, okay, how many greens, like at least an idea you can get actually about your data. How many greens, how many red, and so on. So something like this it is going to do it. Fine. So this is one thing I hope you are getting. Moving to the next, arrival delay, departure delay is what we have seen. Now we can change the font as well. So color is color.main. What is this? Color is what we have seen. What is color.main? We'll try to check it out. So if you want to give certain text, and if you want to change the color of that particular text even, how to do that, that we will try to see here. Just go check it out even in your case, this command. If I go here, if I try to plot graph between delay and departure delay of UA with this size of the markers, okay, and then the color effect for what? For markers. For what? For size of markers. And here you can see color dot main equal to 100 and font dot main equal to 3. Now, if you try to run this, You will be getting the font as well, but that font, yes. What? अच्छा अच्छा, just a minute. Voice is breaking. Just a minute. Is it fine now? Is it fine?
No, sir.
Not audible. Let me change it. Just a minute. Let me change the connection. Just a minute. I will connect to our network. Okay, is it fine now? Is it fine now? Okay, fine, fine. Yes, I thought, I'm not able. Just a minute. Let me check one second. Now is it fine? Is it okay? Uh, Now I'm not audible. Can you tell me? No? So, okay. Yes. So what I will do is just a minute. I will connect. Just a minute, everyone. I will connect from other device. Now I think I'll be. You should be able to hear me. Just a minute. Now everyone, I think I am audible. All of you, can you let me know now? I am audible, right? Yes, right? Okay. So there should not be any problem of the audio now. I have connected from some other device. So I hope I am audible to all of you. Anyway, if anything it is there, please let me know. And yes, I think madam has told you already. Mark your attendance on LMS. If anyone is facing any issue, please share the screenshot in the group. Okay. LMS attendance you need to mark. If you face any issue, please share your attendance. Please share that particular issue with the screenshot in the group. I think madam will be there. She will help you. Okay, so I was talking about the font and all those things, everyone. Okay. Let us see what this color dot main will do and what this font dot main equal to 3. What this particular thing is going to do, let us try to see that. If I do control enter, so I should be getting a visualization where you will be having a red color for the visualization, everyone. And the heading color will also be red. So you can see that it is not completed yet. It is still running, everyone. Now it has run successfully. You can see it here. I'm on the prompt. Okay, you can see the prompt, everyone. I should be able to see a visualization which will have a graph or the visualization. So it's still taking some time. Let it complete, everyone. Now you can see. I clicked on zoom and it should show me a visualization which is having markers only in red color. So fine, let it come. Let it come actually, because as you know, there is a lot of data. There is yes, so something like this one. You should be able to see something like this, and you can see here this heading or the title, arrival versus departure time. You can see it in red color. Okay, you can see this arrival versus departure time. You can see this in red color. Why is it, everyone? Because of color dot main. Font dot main equal to 3. If I increase it to let's say 9, and once again do control enter, you will see that the font is going to increase. So I think you people are able to observe that. Let me click on zoom and you should be able to see it. I clicked on zoom, everyone. It should like it's taking some time, but we should be able to see that. Yes. So in your case as well, by chance, if someone is following me, you are also able to find out all these things. Yes, something like this. Arrival versus departure time. You can see, you can increase the font size. Let's see if I do 20. Let me see if it can make any difference. So let me click on zoom once again. I made the font size 20, everyone. I've changed it. Okay, so we are not able to see any change in the font size, even though I'm doing this one. Let us see what will happen. Let us see what is the meaning of that. Here font dot main equal to 3 I have given. Okay, this is what we have got given. If I want to change the font, let me see whether I should increase it or decrease it. This particular thing, change the font and color of the text as well. So this is going to help us to change the font. First of all, what you will do is you can also try this out in your case, along with all the arguments, whatever we are having. So you just observe everyone, each and everything you just observe. What are we doing? Color dot main, font dot main equal to 3, color dot, so font dot main equal to 1 I do, color dot label, this is the label color, which is green, and font dot label, this is a label font, which I am doing here. This here you will understand what is the meaning of that font dot main, font dot label, and color dot label, and color dot main. So this will show you a visualization, a scatter plot, obviously in red and green color, but it will be having label in green color, okay, and obviously the graph in red color. Again, this takes time. Yeah, so see again, you are able to see the label here. You are able to see the label here. You can check this out, right? See this green, arrival delay, carrier equal to UA, departure delay, carrier equal to UA, arrival versus departure time. This is your what you can say, the title of the main, which is in the red color. And yes, the font of the main is always going to remain same. And font of the label is something like this. So font is not the font size, everyone. It will change the font actually. So if you really want to go and understand what is 1, what is 2, what is 3, what is 4, what is the meaning of that, you can go and you can check it out in the help itself. I've told you already, going and remembering everything is not possible. There are certain things which you should know. Here you can see 100, 400 days we have seen color equal to green. So I want to put the text on the graph, but now this time I want to give the color to that particular text. So I'm putting the text at 100 and 400 only. That is United Airways with color green and font 2. So if I run it, you will be able to see the text on the graph in the green color with font 2. Font 2 means the type of the font. So somewhere here 100 and 400, you should be able to see United Airways as a text. You can see, if you are checking this out, even you can see where, yeah, see, I'm hovering my mouse here. This is the text. So if you want to just check this out, if I zoom it, you should be able to see it. Yes, sir, you can see this. United Airways is the text which you are able to see here. This one. So I think everyone is able to understand that. How it is possible, everyone? With the help of text function. Okay, if you want to help, check this out, text, control enter, and you should be able to get the help related to text function. See, add a text to a plot. This is what text function is going to do, and you can see the arguments which it can accept, which it can accept basically. And a lot of other details also you can see it here. Similarly, if you want to put the text somewhere else, you can put it. Something like this. Go here, 100, 300 United Airways, color is red, and font, and this one also we have seen it, right? The size of that particular marker. Okay, now for getting that particular graph, I will have to do, yeah, see now everyone, if I zoom it, and now you can understand how we are able to increase the font, how are we able to put that particular label or the text on the specific place. See, United Airways, you can check this out. So how we made it change the color, how we made it change the size of the font, right? CX is equal to something 0.2, or CX equal to 2 is what we have written. And because of that, we are able to change the font size. If you try to check how to increase the font, I think you can understand it. I will copy this command once again here, and I will copy this one here. I'll copy this, I'll put it here. And if I make CEX is equal to 5, font equal to 2 only, this is font type. And let's suppose this one, I will change it to something else. Let's say, Let me see whether it's going to take purple color. Okay. And here, just for your understanding purpose, I'm doing. Let's say I will do Rubicon. Okay. This particular text I'm going to write down here. Let me see it's going to make any change or not, whether I'll be able to see a purple color or not. Let us see that. Now, you know very well it's going to take time because data is huge, more than 3,35,000 something. Yes. Can you see everyone now? Here I am able to see that purple text as well, but at the same place, X100, Y300. Now you can check this. You can check it out. So you will not be able to clean the earlier one. You will see that it's going to overwrite earlier one. See here, you see this one. I'm hovering my mouse here. You can check it out. Right? So this is just an example. Obviously, it's not making any sense here, but I just want to tell you that wherever you want to put the label or the text, yes, you can do that. I'll close this. Let's move forward, everyone. I think others are also getting it. Okay, this is what we have seen. Now, if you want to have pairs of scatter plots, everyone, if you want to have pairs of scatter plots, you can do it like this. Now, this is somewhat easy, but yes, it's very easier to read as well, understand as well. So can you see here I'm doing arrival delay, departure delay. These are nothing but the column names in our data. So you can understand the graph like this. See, arrival delay is y-axis here for first graph, this one. Wherever I'm hovering my mouse here, everyone, you can see that for this one, arrival delay is on the y-axis, departure delay on the x-axis. And for second one, arrival delay is on the x-axis, departure delay is on the y-axis. Okay, you can read like this. So how to have pairs of scatter plots with the help of pairs method here. So if I go here, if I try to use it, pairs method, you'll understand it. See. I'll go here, control enter, and you'll be able to see the pairs of the scatter plots the way it was seen in that particular PDF. So let it load basically. Let it load, you should be able to see it. I'll go here, I will click on zoom and it should show us. So fine, like it's taking time. Yes, see now again, something like this. Arrival delay, departure delay, and you can choose any graph, right? Here in the first graph, departure delay is on the x-axis, arrival delay on the y-axis. In the second graph, everyone, you can see that this departure delay is on the y-axis, arrival delay on the x-axis. The pairs of this scatter plot, you are able to see it like this with the help of this pairs command. Anyone, any doubt in between, please let me know. If you have any doubt in between, please let me know. Any question, anything? Again and again, I'm telling you, maybe if someone has joined late, these files are already shared with you. You just need to observe whatever is happening here. You just need to observe those things. Okay, so is it fine even till this point? Are you getting my point? Let me know in the chat box, all of you. Till this point, are you getting my point? Are you understanding? Okay, fine. I got one reply. Others? Okay. So I hope others, those who did not reply, either they are aware about it or they are getting my point. Fine. Okay. Moving forward, everyone now. Pairs is the command which is going to give pairs of the scatter plots. Okay. Now, here we'll try to use that particular command to get the scatter plots by using more than one variable. Like here we have used departure delay, arrival delay, only two till time. Till this time we have used only two variables. Now here I want a scatter plot between different variables, different columns or features. So whenever we say columns, features, variables, it is one and the same thing. Okay, it is nothing but one and the same thing. Columns, variable, features is nothing but one and the same thing. So now see, you can use, what is this sign here? This sign is nothing but tilde sign. How will you get tilde sign? You can get tilde sign by pressing shift and button above tab button. If I go here, if I try to do something like this tilde sign is, how will you get it? Just press button shift and a button above tab button, you will be getting tilde sign. So what is the meaning of this? It means you get me a pair plot between distance, departure delay, arrival delay, and air time. Okay. So you'll be getting a graph or visualization between all these different variables or the columns. And as we have written only column name driven, so obviously every column just complete data you will be getting here. And complete data, if you talk about, it's like every column will have 3,35,000 number of records, right? We have 4 columns like that. And that's why it's taking time. So you can see that still I am not on the here in the console area. If you are able to see here in the console, still I am not on the prompt. This kind of a prompt it is not yet. I am not able to see it there. The stop button is still there. It means still it is running. But if you want to go, if you want to interrupt in between, you can always interrupt like this by clicking on it. You can stop it. But I do not want to stop it. I want to show you that particular graph or the visualization. So just wait for a few minutes and it should come. Yes, you can imagine, right? Like as there is a lot of data, even that's why it's taking you this much of time. I think in your case, maybe if you're working on 4 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM, in that case, definitely it will take a lot of time. Okay. Otherwise, what we would have done is we would have, instead of going with complete data, we would have gone with just a part of the data. Let's say first 20 records only. That also we could have done. But anyway, it will definitely come, but it will take time. Till the time this is there, okay, you will not be able to see the graph. Now see it is coming again. Now the graph is changed, but again it is not yet complete. So just wait, everyone, just wait for 2-3 minutes. Okay, fine. Now I'll click on zoom. And let's try to check it out whether we'll be able to see the complete plot or the graph or not. So what I done even, I have done what is like I've used this pairs function. So I clicked on zoom as well, but it will also load it. But as I've told you, if someone is having only 8 GB or 4 GB of RAM is like maybe your machine might hang, right? It will stop working. Our studio might stop working because it takes more memory. That's why. Once again, I'll click on zoom. Something like this, you should be able to see here. This one, right? So in our case, yet the graph is not completely loaded. That's why you are able to see something like this. But fine, anyway, that also will come. View a large version of the plot in a new window. Should also come. It's taking much time actually. I'm clicking on zoom. It's taking some time even. Maybe now Akanksha, if you mute, I think it will be good. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now see again. Now it is loading. After clicking on zoom 2 to 3 times, now it has shown me a window, but still I am not able to see the graph. It will come. Have some patience, it will come. Wait for a few more minutes, everyone. It should come. It's taking too much time. Zoom is not, Zoom will also work. Zoom will also work, Siddhi, but it takes
माझं
time.
ग्राफ दिसतोय व्यवस्थित आता.
Yeah, something like this, right?
Yes, yes.
Zoom will also work anyway, but it will take time. Anyway, so see, you understand this graph. I am just trying to zoom it because you will be able to see it properly. Or otherwise, anyway, we have the graph here. So can you see we have done pairs, distance, departure delay, arrival, air time. So you take any graph, let's say this one, this visualization if you take. So this visualization is between distance and departure delay. This one is between distance and arrival delay. And this one is between distance and air time. This visualization is between departure delay and distance. Right. This visualization is between. So every column, every variable opposite every other variable, you are able to see the visualization for it. Okay. That's how we use pairs. Now moving to the next one again. Talking about line plot. So here, first of all, I will just try to do a simple plot. Check this out even in your case as well. We want to understand line plot. Scatter plot is what we have seen. So here I am creating a vector. You also check this out in your case here. Observe everything. Observe everything. So I think I've okay, just a minute. Let me send it to everyone. check this out, everyone. So here I am creating a vector A, control enter. This is how it looks like. Okay, it is not running. Let me clear this plot here. Close this. You can see in my case, it is stuck actually. That's why I'm just trying to clean everything. See, clearing plots is taking some time in my case. I think you are able to see this here at the top, clearing plots. I clicked on this brush, clear all the plots, so it is taking some time. Let this clear. Or otherwise, I can simply go and close this. I can quit our session and once again start. It is not even quitting actually because some processes are running in the background area. Till that point, all of you, what to do is try this. Create A vector, create B vector, create a plot between them. You should be able to see the plot like this. So here, like this is what we started with actually, right? Plot command is what we have used to get a simple scatter plot. This is what we have started with. Now the point of going and talking about this plot once again is that we want to talk about different plots. So here what we have done is we simply use plot command. But instead of this only markers, when we want to join them, we want to have a line between them, we want to have a curve. So all those things are possible. So just do it everyone like this. Plot A comma B type equal to L. So it will join all the lines. It will join all the lines like this. Check it out, all of you. It will join all these points like this. Something like this you will be able to see here. Can you just confirm, everyone, those who are doing? First of all, create A and B, plot the graph between them, and then make type equal to L. L is nothing but what? Line. So it's going to draw a line. It's going to draw a line between all the points. Check it out in your case. So something like this one. I restarted it. Okay, I created A vector, B vector. So this is what A looks like, everyone. Then B, and this is how B looks like, and plot of A between B, and I am able to see a plot like this, graph like this. So I want to have a line between these. So what I will do is plot A comma B comma. You can use help as well. Not only this option is available in that video, but there are other options also. Definitely you can explore that. So you can check this out. I think it should suggest me. Oh, yeah, type equal to L is one thing, but we can have something else. Let's say L, control enter. And now can you see again? I'm able to see a graph or the visualization like this, where you have lines. So all these points it has joined. Instead of this L, if you do, let's say P, I think you'll be getting points. Maybe earlier graph, whatever we are used. So see, you'll be getting this one, points, if you use type equal to P. So like this one only you can check out other different options also available here. B if you do. So you'll be getting both. B means both line as well as point. So simply go here and just do it as B. You'll be getting both line as well as point. You can see it. These points as well as lines you'll be getting. B means both. So this kind of visualizations we need generally in networking, if or maybe if you want to show certain paths, right? If you want to show certain flow, you can make use of the visualizations like this. Okay, B is what everyone? B is nothing but both. So just go check it out if any other options also available in that case, and you can always go and work with. So we will see now how this visualizations can be useful in case of time series kind of a data. Check this out, everyone. As in your case, so see, if you people do something like this, WEATHER, in your case it will run. In my case, it will show me error because now it doesn't understand. Why? Because I already restarted my R session. So first of all, I need to library NYC flights. Okay, control it. Once I library it, I need to attach. Installation, no need to do it. NYC flights 13 and run it. So for attach, weather I will do it in weather. No need to attach, not necessary. Okay, it is not necessary basically. So if I do weather, now can you see? I'll be able to see origin, year, month, day, hour, temperature, dew, pressure, humid, wind, air, wind direction, and so on. I'm able to get the data like this. Again, if you want to check it out, what is the class of this particular thing? So you can see that it's a data frame. Okay, it is nothing but data frame. So we want to work with time series data, everyone, and this is an example of time series data. This is an example of a time series data. So we'll try to use this particular time series data and we'll try to have a plot or windows or like different visualizations. So see, if I try to do plot for only temperature column. So you know everyone, this weather is a data frame. If I put a dollar sign, I'll be getting different columns. Origin, year, month, day, hour, temperature, dew, pressure, humid, wind direction, wind speed, and so on. Right? There are a lot of different columns. Out of this, we'll use temperature. Temperature is like a time series data, everyone. If I want to see the values in temperatures, these are all the different temperatures. You can see, right? Like there are a lot of values. 25,115 plus almost 1,000. So more than 26 number of values are there. 26 values are there in this particular column. So now if I try to check this out, with plot and then weather, and I check it out for only temperature, you'll be getting a time series kind of a plot. It will be scatter plot only, but something like this. Please check it out. You'll be getting a plot like this. Check this, everyone, and let me know. Are you able to get it? Something like this. Just say yes if you are able to see it. Okay, I can see only one reply. Shruti Kamble is saying yes. Others, are you not able to see that? Okay, fine. Sakshi, yes. Only two people. You should be getting it directly, right? Fine. I want Ambika is also saying yes. So I hope Ambika, yes, fine. So see everyone, this kind of a graph is an example of time series type of data. It is showing a time series. So I can see, I think almost everyone is able to see something like this. So you can see that as and when, like on the x-axis, if you check it out, you have index, and on the y-axis, you have temperature. So you can see it is like decreasing, increasing, and so on, right? Fine. So I think others, they are able to see it. Now moving forward, everyone, we'll try to check it out, other things as well, other visualizations as well, like histogram, right? Earlier I have discussed histogram. So distance is basically a column. I think it is present in that earlier data set basically. Maybe let's check it out. Okay, distance is, I think it's here only. We already have a distance column as well. Maybe let me check it out. If I type distance, I'll be able to get it or not. Okay, distance, it is not able to understand what is distance here. So what we should be doing is we should be attaching that data. I think attach whether if it is there, I should be able to see it. So let me check. Okay, airlines flights, I think. Why do we do attach it in? Because we get to know about the column names directly. That's fine. Okay, they are saying mast. Yes, now I'm getting distance here, and yes. So you can see everyone, we have distance column in this particular data frame, that is flights. Now I will have, so all these data I have, right? Now I want to know the distribution of this data. So to know the distribution of the data, everyone, we can use histogram. We can use something like histogram. So I think hist and then distance and then run it. And yes, something like this one. You can check it out. This is how we can get histogram. Check it out in your case, everyone. So this histogram is telling me about distribution of the data in our case, like how the distances are distributed. Are you able to see everyone something like this in your case? Can you check it out? Can you let me know? Hist command, is it running in your case? Fine. Now understand what is the idea you can get. What are the insights you can get? It means that your data, if you just try to have a curve here, it seems that it is rightly skewed. There is some skewness in this data. And one can understand that, okay, this is fine. It is not normally distributed, definitely. It is not normally distributed. But you can see most of the flights which are available, they travel the distance between 0 to 1000. There are very few flights which travel the distance between, let's say, 1000 to let's say 2500. There are no flights. Okay, see here last. There are very few flights, everyone, which travel the distance equal to 5000 or more than 5000. Very few flights, almost zero. Maybe I think only one flight is there which has traveled distance more than or equal to 5000. There are no flights which are traveling the distance between 3000 to 5000. No flights. So a lot of different ideas you can get with the help of histogram. And yes, if you are thinking that okay, we are getting histogram some different way, you are getting some other histogram, you can use breaks area. Breaks means what? What breaks will do is breaks will decrease the number of bits. I mean to say, if you do it like this, histogram, distance, and if you do breaks equal to, let's say everyone, if I do it as only 5, so you will see something different. Number of beans, it is going to decrease it. See, these are called as beans. These are called as beans. So your histogram will look like this. It is still conveying the same information. It is still conveying same information, but you will see that it is something different like this. Okay. Now if I try to increase the number of breaks, let's say 100 I will do. Now you will see something different. Check this out. In more detail, you will get everything. Check this. If I make it as 1000, you will see in more detail. So almost for each and every value, you'll be getting this lines, this vertical lines. For 5000, you can see, I think there are 2 to 3 flights are there, which are traveling distance 5000. Right? Brakes is going to increase these beams. I think you have tried this. Okay. Then if you want a histogram for a specific carrier even, that also is possible. If you want the histogram for a specific carrier, yes, you can do it. Something like this. If you check it out, control enter, and you can see this one. This is only for UA, so it means you can understand everyone. Yes, in United Airways, there is a flight which is traveling distance 5000 as well. Okay, this is for UA. If you want it for AA, fine. I think you can go and you can do this. UA, AA, and other flights, other carriers are also there. In case of AA, we want to check it out. So in AA, there is no flight which is traveling the distance 5000. The highest distance which is traveled by the flights under American Airways is 2500, not more than that. But in UA, there were flights which travel the distance more than 5000 from source to destination. Okay, so I hope you are able to get that in your case as well for UA or AA. Okay, this one. And fine. And now coming to the most important plot, everyone. Obviously, other plots are also important, but fine, like box plot is going to give a lot of things. One can understand a lot of things with the help of box plot. Box plot is also called as box and whisker plot. Going and plotting it is very easy, everyone. Box plot, if you just do it for a distance, so see it now how it looks like. Just check it. This is called as box plot or box and whisker plot. So I think you are also able to see something like this, but understand the meaning now. So if you see this plot, everyone, if you see this particular visualization, these markers, whatever the markers which you are able to see, these are denoting outliers. The meaning of these markers is nothing but what? Outliers. Okay. This horizontal line at the bottom area, if you can see, I'm hovering a mouse. This horizontal line is the minimum value. This horizontal line is maximum value. And this dark line in between everyone is median. Okay, it is median. This line below dark line, this one, this is 25 percentile. This line above dark line is 75 percentile. That means this median is nothing but 50 percentile. Okay, or this is quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3. Right, quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3. You know everyone. What is quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3? So if you can understand easily, everyone, these markers, whatever you are able to see, those circle markers at the top, everyone, which you are able to see, those are nothing but outliers. And what is outlier? Outliers are nothing but what? Extreme values. We already discussed about it. What is the problem? If there are outliers in your data. Right? So always remember, the minimum value which you are able to see here given, the minimum value which you are able to see, that is this one, this is 0 percentile. Okay, then this one, everyone, this one is 25 percentile or quartile 1. Okay, then this dark line in the middle is nothing but what? Median or quartile 2. Median or quartile 2. Or we call it as 50 percentile as well. Call it as 50 percentile as well. And then on top of that, even this one is quartile 3 or 75 percentile. See, I repeated it again and again. I think now you people are able to understand the meaning of that. Quartile 3 and 75 percentile. And then this one, everyone, this one you are able to see is 75 percentile or quartile 3. Sorry, it is 100 percentile. Quartile 3 is done anyway. Is 100 percentile or maximum value. Okay. And one more point one needs to understand. So fine, you are getting the idea about minimum value, quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3, and 100 percentile. That is maximum value. So you are getting the idea about all the quarters here. You're understanding it. Along with all those points, everyone, you will see that this box plot or box and whisker plot helps us to understand something more. And that is nothing but distribution of your data. How everyone see now? If you people remember, I've discussed in the previous sessions, I already discussed, there is something like left skewed distribution and right skewed distribution, right? So how the left skewed distributed data looks like and right skewed distributed data looks like, I already shown it to you in diagrams. Now here you can get the idea. See, if this dark line, if this median or quartile 2 or 50 percentile, okay, median, quartile 2 or 50 percentile is one and the same thing. So if this median, everyone, is nearer to minimum value, remember this. If this median is nearer to minimum value, then it is left skewed data. Okay, if that median is nearer to minimum value, then it is left skewed data. If that median is nearer to maximum value, if this dark line is nearer to maximum value, 100 percentile, then your data is right skewed data. And if the median is at equal distance from both, then your data is normalized. Is this clear, Ryu? Others, is it clear? Okay, fine. So fine. So I think everyone is able to understand that. Remember, even plotting this box plot is very easy. Just need to use box plot and the variable name. Variable means what? Column. Distance is nothing but one of the columns actually. So here you will come to know how the distribution of distance column is. Are there any outlier values in the distance column? So yes, you can see there are certain outlier values as well which are present. How to handle outlier values that we have seen. You can remove some data. Right? You can go and you can remove some data. Because at the end of the day, everyone, if you go and if you check this class of this distance variable, so you can see that it is showing me it as numeric. So distance is basically a vector, 1D array. It's one of the columns only. And fine, like if it is one of the columns only, we can remove top 10% top data, top 20% top data. That means we can remove outliers even if you want to handle, or if you want to find out mean, we can go and we can do that. So you can see how to detect outliers in your data, everyone, with the help of box plot or box and whisker plot. So these are the outlier values. Okay, these circles, markers you are able to see. It means there are outliers values in this data. Moving forward now, right? Try this one as well. If you want to have a box plot only for UA, okay, UA is the thing, another carrier. If you want to have a box plot only for UA, so fine, that you can go and you can do it. Right? Carrier equal distance of carrier equal to UA. So you will be able to see a box plot only for UA, United Airways. This one here. Check it. So it looks like that there is only one outlier value, extreme value, I can say. And fine, the data is looking left skewed. That means it is nearer to minimum value. Okay, so this minimum value is nearer to the median area. It means your data is left skewed data. This is for what? Carrier equal to UA. Okay, so I think that you can understand. Then if you want to have two box plots side by side, even that's also possible. This, remember, partition kind of a command we already see, right? Just try this out. Instead of one box plot, if I want two box plots, so that I'll be in a position to compare it. So what am I doing? I'm just trying to partition this particular frame. So MF row, partition MF row, and then box plot. First box plot, everyone, I'll be getting here. After first box plot here for UA, I'll try to get the second box for A. Let me run this. Can you see? This is the first box plot here. You can check this. So it means you can see that for UA, there is one outlier value in distance column. Because there is one flight maybe which might have taken, see, 5,000 distance even, right? Which traveled 5,000 distance. So that's the outlier value as compared to others. Okay, now let me check it out for box plot for AA. And now here you can try to see whether you can compare them all. You can see it. Can you compare them, all of you? Can you tell me, can you compare them? All of you, can you tell me, can you compare these graphs? On the basis of these two visualizations, can you compare the distance for UA and A? All of you are getting my question? Can you compare these two graphs, two box plots? All of you, yes or no? If not, in UA only one outlier is there, and in UA is left skewed data. Fine, that is fine. Surety. In UA only one outlier is there, and UA is left skewed data. Fine. But I want to do comparison between UA and A. Can you do the comparison? If not, why not? Tell me. Anyone tell me, are you getting my question? Yes or no? Okay, I think very few people. Can you repeat? Okay, fine. See, I'll repeat the question. My question is simple. Now you have these two graphs, Arjun, right? UA box plot you have and AA box plot you have. So my question is simple. I just want to ask, whatever the diagram you have for box plot in case of UA and whatever the diagram you have in case of AA, based on these two diagrams, can you compare them? Is it possible to compare them? Is it possible to compare UA, AA by looking at these two diagrams in terms of distance? मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि आप यूए और एए का डिस्टेंस कंसीडर करके और ये दो डायग्राम देख के आप उनको कंपेयर कर सकते हो क्या? Okay, Shruti is saying yes. Others? Can you not find out something, everyone, which we have discussed already? Okay, so Ambika is also saying yes, fine. Fine. I think those who are listening me, I hope they are answering it. So see everyone, if someone has noticed it, you're fine. So I think everyone is saying yes. So see all of you, can you not notice that they are not on the same scale? You cannot compare it even, right? How can you compare? This 5,000 is there and here it is 2,500. So they are not on the same scale. To compare them properly, you need to bring them on the same scale. 5,000, 2,500, they are on the same scale. So if you want to compare them, get them on the same scale. Something like this we have already done earlier as well. Something like this, everyone, we have already done earlier as well. So I will do MF row once again, partition, and then box plot I will get, and then box plot I will get for A as well, UA and A. And now everyone, you are in a position to compare them. Can you see now? Now you are able to compare because they are on the same scale. Y-axis level, you can check it out. X limit, Y limit. You already seen that one. Are you getting my point, all of you? Others, are you getting my point? Now you can compare because 5,000 here, 5,000 here, and now you are able to compare. Tell me everyone, others, are you getting my point? No one can say that. See, now you can say that the maximum distance traveled by UA is, if you consider outliers, is 5,000. And maximum distance traveled by AA flights is less than 3,000 even. The median also you can compare, the minimum also you can compare, 75 percentile, 50 percentile, 25 percentile, that is quartile 1, 2, 3 also you can compare them. Earlier it was not possible to compare it. Yes, something like this. And now two histograms and two box plots at a time, everyone, if you want, right? You can do that one as well. So can you see? We are dividing the paragraph into 2 by 2. That is 2 rows and 2 columns. So see now here, if you check it out, 2 rows and 2 columns. So see again, paragraph, then box plot I am going to get. So here I want to plot how many? 4 plots. That's what 2 by 2 we have done. The first plot you should be getting everyone for distance. Okay, what it is showing me is I think I'll run this, control enter. Okay. Margins too large. Let me go run this. Let me run it. Okay, margins it is showing me too large. 0 to 5,000 I have taken, right? Let me see. It is not plotting. I'm just zooming it again, okay? Control plus plus I'm doing. Control minus minus I'm doing. Let me see. Fine. So control enter. This margins I will decrease everyone to, let's say, 5,000. It is not working, right? 2 by 2 it is converting. Now I got UA. You can see in the first plot I got, but I want 4 plots. First plot I got box plot for UA, box plot for AA also I have got. You can check it out one by one. I am running. This one we have already seen. Box plot for UA and A we have received here. We got it here. Now histogram is what we are trying to get for UA and for A. Let me go with the histogram. So can you see here now? As we have done it as 2 by 2, that means you will be getting 4 plots. You can have 4 plots here because we are doing 2 by 2. So fine, we have got 2 box plots, 1 histogram. Histogram for UA. Similarly, everyone we got histogram for AA as well. So what I will do is I will just go and run this one as well. So finally, I got something. Check this out, everyone. You have 2 box plots, 2 histograms. That command you already have. Let's check this out. And you can compare them because all of these are actually on the same scale. If all of these means if I want to compare only box plot, they are on the same scale. If I want to compare only histogram, they are also on the same scale. So are you able to get this even in your case? Obviously, one can go, one can interpret it. There are a lot of different points, insights, one can find it out from this particular visualization or visualizations. The point of telling you something like this is that you can check it out. We have divided the partition into 2 by 2, that is 2 rows, 2 columns. And 2 by 2 is 2 into 2 is 4. So that's why we are able to get 4 plots. We are able to plot 4 plots here. Is it fine, everyone? Is it clear? Check it out again in your case. This one. Let me know if it is done. Let me know as yes if you are done. Okay, others, can you please confirm? Okay, fine. Going to the next one even now. And make sure you do it, all of you. Okay. So we want box plots of distance by carrier. So if you want box plot, but by considering two variables. Till now, whatever we were doing, everyone, it was like by considering only one variable. Now, what if we want a box plot by considering more than one variable? Let's try to see that. So again, one by one we'll do. We'll try to see this partition MF row one by one. Here I will come, here I will try to first of all run this one. This will take care to get me one row, one column, and this one everyone, distance by carrier. So there are a lot of different carriers, right? UA, AA, these are just few of them. Like these are different carriers. Now you can see everyone here, we will be getting a box plot. Okay. So you'll be getting a box plot for different carriers and their distances. Check this out. Now you can see here. There are a lot of things one can understand from this particular graph. Check it out. So can you tell me everyone, can you answer? Which carrier is having wide varieties of distances? Which carrier is having wide range of flights which can travel a lot of distances? Which carrier is having wide variety of flights which can travel wide range of distances? Or you can tell me which carrier is having most number of flights? Can you answer? Have you understood my question, anyone? Yes or no? Okay. Tejas is saying UA, that is right. So I hope others, you also got my point. Whatever she says, right? That is UA. Because here itself you can understand, right? UA is having wide range of the distances it has traveled. Something like HA, everyone, if you see HA, can you see there are very few flights? Very few flights. And that too, it travels a very long distance. If you talk about AS, only few flights, only one maybe, one or two. AA is also having few flights, like obviously more than others. And like this, you can check out the other different carriers, everyone. Okay. So something like this, you should be getting it. So I hope that is done, everyone. Everyone has understood whatever we have discussed till this point. Now try to solve these questions. I think they will be easy for you, everyone. Check this and share your answer, everyone. You take some time, all of you. Maybe all these things you will get me the plot like this and put your answers in the chat box. Or if you want to unmute at any point of time, let me know. You can take 5 minutes for this, all of you. Have you understood, everyone, what to do? This is the question. This is the question, everyone. Have you understood it? Let me know yes or no. I'm waiting, everyone. Let me know yes or no. You can take 5 minutes for this. Okay, fine. So people are saying yes, they are able to understand my question. So complete it, everyone, and send me the answer in the chat box. If anyone is not able to understand question, please let me know. Okay. So the question is there in front of you, everyone. I think you know how to answer it. Whatever we are discussed, you will have to use that particular thing only. So I am waiting for you. Those who are living specifically for them. I am once again telling you, the question is there in front of you. Just try to answer it. Send your answer in the chat box. But still, if anyone is having any difficulty in understanding the question, please let me know. Anyone? Anyone? This simple question actually. See everyone, as it is already given in this case. In R, there is inbuilt data frame. So what is data frame? You already seen. So in R, there is an inbuilt data frame called as Nile. So if you just go, if you just type NILE Nile, or even everyone, if you just go and if you just try to type data function, if you use, you will be getting all the data sets available in R, or all the data frames available in R, like inbuilt data frames. So out of that, one of them is Nile. So if you just type Nile, NILE Nile, with an uppercase everyone, you'll be able to see the data of the rivers, right? From 1871 to 1971. So for all these 100 years, you'll be able to see the data. So what are they saying is, you are required to produce the following plot using R. Now something like this also we have already seen everyone. Are you not able to do it, all of you? Like, first of all, tell me, have you understood the question or not? Others as well, right? That's why initially I asked you everyone, have you understood the question or not? So they are saying simple thing. They are saying that, okay, Nile dataset is available in case of R, and they are expecting you to get the graph or the plot, which is shown here. So I think you should be able to do it even. Check it out, NIL Nile, you should be able to see the data. And once you are able to see the data, like, you can go and you can just plot the graph or the visualization. At least try. Okay, fine. Others also, I am expecting you. I can see few people have done it, and I am expecting others as well. So anyway, let us see what these people have. Okay, so fine. I think I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Tejas is saying plot Nile. Yes, Shruti has done. Okay, she has given example while level. Fine, fine. And Ambika also tissue. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4 people only done. I'm expecting more people. This is what Shrutika has done. Something like this one. Let's see. Okay, so are you getting the same graph? Yes, that's it again. So maybe you could have done it as plot 9. So she has even given the main title, the X label, the Y label, and everything. Right? So yes, this is the expected answer. I was expecting other people as well. I hope you must have tried it out. This was a very easy thing to do. Next thing, all of you, in the graph or the plot, whatever you have plotted, right? In the same graph, your next assignment is to add title as Nile River. Nile River annual flow. X-axis label as year and Y-axis label as flow. I think this you can do easily, right? This she has already done it. In earlier question itself, she has already done. Like annual flow. That was expected. So this question is also done in her answer. Okay. So those who are living, I'll expect that they are already aware about all these concepts. Okay, so you will see me everyone moving fast in the next session then. Okay, those who are living will hardly continue for half an hour more everyone. Please be there. Those who are living, I will expect that like you already know all these things. So fine, this is the output. Now the next question, this one, add horizontal line showing the average flow over the years. Complete this one, everyone. How will you add the horizontal line? What is the command everyone you will use? First two questions are done. Now the next question. Average flow of the river is also you want to highlight. How will you do that? Anyone? Yes, even average flow is what you need to highlight. So this also we have similar. I'm expecting AB line, but what? AB line. That is right, Tejas. But inside that, what will you write down? Average flow is what they want. So how will you do it? Even me doing it will not make any sense. If you do it, it will be good. This is for you, right? AB line is right. How will you use it? They want to do it average. They want to highlight average flow in this particular diagram. They want horizontal line. Do you have for something for average? Yes. So average flow they want to show. Just find out the average mean. But how, Siddhi? Mean you will apply to what? Mean you will apply to what? This you have inside this. You check it out. Nile is the data set, right? So maybe you need to go into attach Nile. Before attaching, you need to library Nile. So there is no package called as Nile. And how it is taking library. So if I go to data, run it, I'll be able to see different data sets. Out of this, there is 9. Alphabetically, you can see they have arranged it. Somewhere here, you should be able to see. So here it is not showing me any data set as 9. Empty cars is there. So maybe we need to go and then try to check it out. Like this. Fine. So I'm able to use this. Okay. So in Nile everyone, you have only these values. So what I can do is maybe I can try to find out average of 9. So see here, I am getting the average. And then you can use AB line. Horizontal line is what they want, is equal to mean of 9. And then check it out. Can you see again? You are able to see a horizontal line. This is a horizontal line. right? So everyone are able to get that. So see this. This is the use of that AB line function, everyone, which we have discussed earlier. This is basically the use of AB line function. Is this clear? Those who are listening, check this out in the chat box as well. I'm sending it to you. First of all, get that visualization and then just draw a horizontal line area, right? The question which they asked us, this is the answer for the question. I've sent it to you in the chat box as well, right? And then everyone, can you do it? Add text as average flow with calculated average flow on the chart. So they want to calculate the average 919.35 and they want to add a text like this, whatever it is shown in this particular diagram. They are given the hint area. To add number of items to a string, there is a function called as paste. This is not very intuitive and was not covered in the lectures, but fine. Average flow, you can see, you can use a function like this, paste average flow. And after that, it should actually print the average. Even they have given the answer as well. You just need to make sure that you execute it. Everyone, this is what they want. Average flow is 919.35. This is what they want. Have you got the question, everyone? This particular question? Continue with the same thing only. They just need to add this text or the label. This is the output they want. This horizontal line, this graph we have got. Only this text they wanted. Have you understood that question, all of you? Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 3 replies. I got 4 replies. I got. So I hope those who did not reply, they are also able to understand it. Okay, so fine. Then how will you do it, even? This is what they want. Even they have given the command as well. They are given the command. So if you go, if you directly run that paste command, whatever is given in the question itself, this one, everyone. But where will you put that particular text? That also you need to mention. You just go, if you just do it. Okay, so it is just showing me, but where, how to put it? Can you even remember even what is the function which will help us to put the text on the graph or the diagram? What was that function which, with the help of which you can put the text on the diagram? Okay, fine. So I can see people are replying mtext, text function, text. Okay, fine. Text is what we have used, right? So where they want it, everyone, you can check it out. They want it somewhere here, right? So 1940 and 1200. 1940 and 12 on x-axis 1940, on y-axis 1200. So you can check this value. Even if you check it in our case, 1940 and 1200. 1940 as the x value and 1200 as the y value. You can take it out, and then you can have a text, right? So you just use a text function even, right? I will directly show you the solution. Check it out. Text is what you can use it even. That is right. I think you people are able to guess it right. And inside that you can use paste. So something like this one here. See, something like this. Check this in your case as well. You just need to use paste inside that. See, 1940 x-axis, y 1200, and paste it. That's it. Now you should be able to see the text as well. Since average flow 919.35. As simple as that. Check this out in the chat box. I am sending it to you as well. See this one here. Is it fine? All of you are able to see this? Average flow 919.35. Are you able to see that? Are you? 919.35. Okay, fine. Right. So these are some of the things, everyone, with the help of different visualizations, which we try to discuss here in data visualization. Now the next thing we'll start with is descriptive statistics. Whatever we have seen, right? Numerical data, categorical data, whatever the levels we have seen, nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio, whatever the data types we have seen, that is nothing but decimal, integer, then character, then logical, then complex. So we'll see how we make use of basic statistics here. So descriptive statistics using Psych package. PSYCH is a Psych package even used for statistics. We are going to install that package and then load the current session using library. Right? This is what we are going to do here. And we'll load it. And this we have already seen. Then we will try to see again, this particular thing is already done. With the help of Psych package, you will be able to see certain basic statistics like this. See. First of all, do it again. Psych package is used for basic statistics. Install dot packages. How to install any package you already seen. PSYCH. If you go do control enter, you'll be able to see it will install the package. Just install that package again. Psych package is not by default available. You need to go into install it. So in my case, it is being installed, everyone. You can check it out. It is not yet done. It is still installing. Do the same thing in your case as well. Fine. You can see that in my case, it's installed. Now, maybe I can try to utilize it. Let's suppose this one we have already seen, something like having error. So just check out the internet connectivity. Sometimes what's going to happen while installing the packages, if the internet is somewhat slower, it will not get all the
all the things from specific URLs. So you should try it once again. Are you getting my point, Ambika? I think you are asking. So just try it once again. Because of internet issue, sometimes speed issue as well, it might not install. That's the thing. Next thing, everyone. Now, as we have already installed this, so we already have NYC flights. This one we already have it. Or even no need to write down this completely, because even though it is given from the start, we already done all these things. You can see NYC flights, we already done. Head command, you know, by default it shows you first 6 records. Summary and describe is what we will try to see. Okay, summary. Okay, fine, it is done. So summary and describe is what we want to see. So I really don't have to write down all these things here, even NYC flights and then flights, because we already attached it. So in flights, you can see all this data. You already know summary method. Summary is going to show the summary of your data depending on numerical columns, categorical columns. So it's going to show the summary of your data. You can check this out. For all the columns, you are able to see the summary. All the columns of flights, year, month, day, departure time, scheduled departure, and so on. So you are getting summary. Similarly, everyone, there's a command which will help you a lot to understand your data, and that is nothing but describe. Let me see. Describe flights. Invalid. It is showing me. Let me see what can I do. Describe is a function basically, but describe, okay, not flight. Distance is what I should be doing actually. Distance is one of the columns there even. Instead of going and looking at the entire data, I should be looking at specific column. So let's say summary of distance. I am getting the summary of distance, minimum distance, maximum distance traveled by the flights, quartile 1, quartile 3, quartile 2, and average. And yes, here I was trying out. I was trying out that particular thing as well, right? That is nothing but describing. So I can try to describe. Okay, describe it is not taking it. How I come to know everyone, because it is not suggesting me. Distance column anyway. Okay, fine. Describe it is not understanding. So let us see if it is not working. Because I did not library psych package, PSYCH. Library this one, even if describe is not working. And now go to here and now check it out. So okay, again it is not working. Error in double, fine. Na.rm attach. Okay, attach only works with list data frames and environments. This should be okay. This will not work. Let us check this. Describe. Yeah, it is taking. Basic descriptive statistic useful for psychometrics. So yes, it is taking describe function. So now it is showing distance, and then you do calculator. Okay, I think I will have to give some arguments. Na.rm equal to true. So na.rm equal to true. Okay. Okay, interrupts, QNAs, and all those things I'm giving. Let me use something like this. Oh, it is not working yet. X must be an array. Okay. X must be an array. So what is this distance? Okay. That's the problem, everyone. This distance is something else. In our case, distance is not an array. Okay, so there's a function basically. So I should be doing what? NYC flights 13 in flights. I have a distance column, I think. Where is distance? Let me check. This one. This is what I want to take. So what I will be doing is flights attach.
Right.
So the problem was what, everyone? Problem was that distance was not an array. That's why. $sin52. Okay, NYC flights attach. Let me see here why it is not working. Let's go here. Okay, there is no package called NYC flights. Okay, it should be 13. Attach NYC flights 13 : flights. So it's not taking actually. That's why everyone it is not able to understand distance. Distance should be an array. Now it is fine. I think it is taking. Earlier it did not take. Now let me go with describe. Why it is not taking? Now can you see it? Now it is working. So I installed that package, and can you see it is showing me number of records in distance, average distance, standard deviation, median, trimmed, how many values are trimmed, right? Then minimum, maximum, MAD, range, skew, kurtosis. This we have not seen even. Kurtosis and MAD. We'll be talking about it. It's a part of statistics only, which we haven't discussed. We'll be discussing about it. Right? So those people who joined just now, I hope they are also getting all these things, right? And once again, I will remind you everyone, make sure that you mark your attendance on the LMS. If you are getting any doubt or anything, everyone, just let me. If you are having any doubt, anything in marking attendance in LMS, just maybe I told you already, put it in the WhatsApp group, right? Madam will look at it and she will help you. So those who joined just now, I hope they are also able to understand all these things or maybe already aware about it. Describe. For getting it, everyone, first of all, you need to install Psych package. This is very important package when it comes to basic statistics or statistics, everyone. So describe is going to give you all these details. And then everyone see, col names is a function which is going to help you to give the column names to your data. So let us suppose here, whatever is shown in this particular file, col names is going to help you to give the column names. So demo, first of all, I need to create that particular demo, whatever the data is, everyone. I need to create it. So see, demo is created like this. In demo, what we have done, we have taken certain columns from our data, flights data. So can you see here, even this is what we are doing. So demo, if you want to see what is there in demo, it's a variable. In demo, we have only 3 columns: arrival delay, departure delay, and distance. You can check this out. Arrival delay, departure delay, and distance. Describe, if you want to do for demo, you can get the output of describe for demo as well. You can check this out. So see, demo we have described and we have got all the basic statistics for arrival delay, departure delay, distance. After that, what are we doing is we are going to give the column names properly. Arrival delay, departure delay. Instead of ARR, there will be arrival delay. Instead of DEP, there will be departure delay, and distance traveled instead of distance. So column names, this is how we can go and we can give call names. So I think it will work, everyone. It is just a warning. So can you see the column names are also properly given now? It was just a warning, everyone. Column names is going to give column names. See, these are the column names. If I go and if I try to describe demo, I'll be getting the same output, but proper column names as well. See again, these are the column names. Okay, that is what is shown here actually. If you want histogram, fine. Like we have already seen something like this histogram, and describe by function is also there. Just run, just go there and just run it again. Visualizations we have already seen. We discussed about visualizations. So if you want a histogram, just go here, do it hist, and you can have a histogram for any of the column. They have done it for this departure, I think, demo, not departure, histogram for what? Departure delay. They have done it for departure delay. Let's go here, just try to run it as departure delay, and we'll be getting a histogram for it. Okay, it seems to be rightly skewed data. So just make sure even each one of these things you try it out. Then if you want to go and if you want to describe, but group the descriptive statistics. So if you want to group the statistics by carrier for American Airlines, for United Airways, if you want the output for describe, but carrier wise you want, so you'll be getting the whole output. Check this out here. You'll be getting the output for all the carriers. So it will describe all the carriers, all the carriers. You can see this 9E, American Airlines, AS, B6, DL, and so on. Somewhere here you will be able to see UA as well. See, you are getting all the same details for all the different carriers. Just run this command, describe by. Okay, so those who have been attending the session from the start, I think they are able to understand the things whatever we have discussed. Those who are not there earlier, even please check it out, the PDF file whatever I have shared, or anyway you will be getting the recording as well. Again, I am repeating, mark your attendance on LMS. If you face any difficulty, let us know. Okay, and after that, even there is another function, aggregate and all those things. See, aggregate, 2 levels of aggregation you can go and you can do. So what is happening here? Group 1 and group 2. Group 1 is the carrier and group 2 is the repetition, how many number of times it is repeated. So you can see we are finding out mean, average according to carrier and month. So 9E carrier in the first month, what was the average distance? 476.341. So 9E carrier in the month of January, it traveled this much of distance. American Airlines in the month of January, on an average, it traveled this much of distance, and so on. So this particular data is also very, very useful given. Aggregation operation. Aggregation means what? Minimum, maximum, average, count, sum. These are nothing but aggregation results. If you go here, if you try to check this out, everyone, see. Aggregate distance, average distance in every month for every carrier, you will be able to see here. Right? You can see this, all the carriers. So you talk about any carrier, F9 in the month of September traveled 1620 average distance. American Airlines in the month of September traveled 1338 distance, 1338.3229. Describe by function. They just describe by function is what you can see. It is describing distance traveled by carrier. This is like what? Select distance from table name group by carrier. Are you able to understand now? Group by, you know. The equivalent SQL query for this one will be what? Select distance from table name, that is flights in our case, group by carrier. Is it clear, Tejas? Okay, group by carrier. So we are grouping it by carrier. So according to each and every carrier element, it is showing the distance. So finally, we have two groups as well, like list we have created for carrier and so for every carrier in every month, for every carrier for each month, we are finding out the average of the distance traveled by them, and we are not considering the missing values here. That's a simple thing, you can aggregate. Right? So remember all these functions. So this is the result of aggregate, which you are able to see it here. The result of aggregate. Right. So we almost are done with everything even here. Descriptive statistics and visualizations as well. The files are there with you already. Please make sure you go through that. Is it clear, everyone? Till this point, all of you, is it clear? Whatever we discussed. Others, is it clear, others? Okay, fine. So hope everyone is able to understand it. Those who are not there, they will go through the PDF files as well and they will answer questions. I hope everyone has marked the attendance on LMS. Okay. So fine, everyone. Then that's it from my side today. We'll stop here. We'll meet in the next session and continue with the remaining topics. Are you getting my
So,
point? Yes.
attendance.
Attendance, madam. I think did she mark it or not? Or otherwise, just a minute. I will take a screenshot. Just a minute.
Yes.
I will take a screenshot here. Okay, fine. Fine, everyone then. And anyway, this recording is also there. Okay. Fine. Thank you all of you. We'll stop here.